Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alrighty, so today I'm going to be day drinking and smoking cigarettes at 8 a.m. on a Thursday morning. But why? Well, the reason is quite simple. It's because I want to do this today, frankly, but I want to have a little bit of a drink, I want to have some smoke as well, and I want to get a buzz from both the alcohol and the cigarettes. And that's why I'm having this experience today, frankly, but it's just because I want to enjoy some alcohol and I want to enjoy some smoke. It's really as simple as that, frankly, but that's why I'm going to be day drinking and smoking cigarettes at 8 a.m. on a Thursday morning today, and I certainly am looking forward to having this experience today. I just got done staying up all night trying to fix my sleep schedule, and frankly put, I could go for some alcohol and I could go for some cigarettes, so I'm looking forward to having all of what I have with me today. And I do suppose, without further ado, I should probably go ahead and first off introduce you guys to the drink I have with me today. Today I'm going to be drinking a little bit of a Corona lemonade strawberry hard seltzer. I've never had one of these before, but it looks a little bit more interesting than not, and I'm looking forward to finding out how this hard seltzer actually is for the first time in today's video, and I'm looking forward to letting you all know how it is as well. There are apparently only 6 grams of carbohydrates in this entire tall boy can, which is not a lot for a hard seltzer, frankly, but so I'm looking forward to finding out just how sweet this actually is, or whether it's not sweet at all. Not sure, but I'm looking forward to finding out how this drink is. Let me just put it that way. And then I have a couple different packs of cigarettes with me today as well. I first off have a pack of Traffic Red full flavored cigarettes with me today. These are some stronger than not cigarettes that are pretty mid if you ask me, but they should be pretty good to smoke today. I've also got a pack of Nanjing Zhuan Hemin cigarettes from China and from the Chinese market as well. Since the drink I have with me today is indeed a lemonade, supposedly at least, and since these have a little bit of a citrusy flavor to them, I'm thinking the tastes of the two may combine together pretty well, although I don't know anything for sure as of this moment in time. And then I also have a pack of Fortuna Blue 100s with me today as well, which are surprisingly solid light cigarettes if I do say so myself. And I do suppose, without further ado, actually, before I go ahead and get my drink all opened up, before I go ahead and actually get a cigarette all lit up, I should probably go ahead and grab my ashtray. I completely forgot to grab it, so I'm just gonna move this chair that's next to me back just a little bit. I'm gonna go and grab my ashtray real quick. Can't be dirtying up the back porch, you know what I'm saying? Can't be doing it. I've got my little bit of an ashtray right here. It's an old citronella candle holder that sits on the ground all the time. Let's go and just put that down real quick. And let me show y'all how full my ashtray is. My ashtray, it do be a little bit more full than not, frankly, but I'm sure some of y'all are looking at this and going, wow, that's disgusting. Yeah, you're right, it is. It's not attractive by any means. I really need to empty it out. But it'll work for the time being. It'll work for the time being. So I just went ahead and put my ashtray on a little bit of a side table next to me right now. I do suppose, without further ado, before I go ahead and get a cigarette all lit up, I think I first off want to go ahead and get my drink. There's a bug. A white bug? Let me show y'all this bug real quick. What is, bro? What is that? I don't know. It's like, it looks almost fuzzy. Like, no joke, this bug, it looks almost fuzzy. Like, I don't even know what that is. What is, bro? Is that one of those bugs that, like, takes armor from, like, other plants or from, like, other bugs or something like that kind of thing, and then, like, carries it on its back, like a backpacker or something like that kind of thing? Like, I've heard of those bugs before. Is that what that is? I have no idea. I'm gonna use one of my cigarette packs to just kind of, I don't want to bother him. Oh, wow, and he jumped like hell as well. Oh, my God, and he left like some sort of, like, dandruff on my pack. Bro jumped, like, there's another seat, like, right there kind of thing. He jumped all the way to that other seat. Bro, that bug was wildin'. Not only did he have the drip on him, like, bro had, like, a white cloak on, but he also jumped hella far. Like, he's a basketball player kind of thing. Dang. They need to get him in the NBA, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Wild. Wild. I've never seen a bug like that before. Got a little bit distracted, though. I do think, without further ado, I should probably go ahead and get my little bit of a Corona hard seltzer all opened up and go ahead and take a sip or two and let you guys know how it is initially at least. And then after that, I think I should probably go ahead and figure out what cigarette I want to have first and then actually go ahead and have a little bit of a cigarette. So let's go ahead and get this can all opened up if I possibly can. That wasn't very good now, was it? But there we go. And just, oh, I can smell it a little bit. Smells pretty good. A little bit of a sort of strawberry lemonade, almost sort of strawberry Arizona Arnold Palmer like smell. If it tastes anything like strawberry Arizona Arnold Palmer, I will have no complaints on my behalf. And just taking a look at the liquid, it is very, very, very clear, if I do say so myself, maybe with a little bit of a yellowy tinge to it, but that might just be the can, not exactly sure. But without further ado, let's go ahead and take a sip of this drink for the first time, and let's go ahead and see how a Corona Limonada strawberry hard seltzer actually is. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? And right off the bat, you know, for only having 6 grams of sugar in the entire drink, that's actually really nice. The strawberry really punches through really well. There's really not much lemonade in there, frankly put. There's really not too much of a lemonade flavor. Like, there's definitely a citrusy flavor in there for sure, but it's not like distinctly lemonade. It says splash of real lemon and Mexican lime juice, so only a splash of lemonade, frankly put. But, you know, the main flavor I'm really getting is that strawberry. And it's a pretty nice flavor, frankly put. It's actually quite nice. I'm thinking good pairings with this drink today. Probably going to be the Nanjing Zhuan Hemans and the Fortuna Blue 100s. That's what I'm thinking at least. Yeah. No, pretty solid right off the bat. Definitely enjoyable. Not overwhelmingly sweet by any means. That's one of my biggest complaints with a lot of hard seltzers, is that they are overwhelmingly sweet. Is that they are overwhelmingly sweet, frankly put. But this one, not so much. Not so much, frankly, but it's not overwhelmingly sweet. There's not an overwhelming amount of sugar. So it's got a little bit of flavor. The flavor is not super in-depth by any means. Definitely not as in-depth as some other alcoholic beverages I've had, especially like sake and stuff like that kind of thing. But it's a hard seltzer. You don't really expect that. Overall, it's definitely not like the best hard seltzer type beverage I've ever had, but it's certainly not bad either, and it's certainly, good enough to drink during today's video. But I do suppose without further ado, I should probably go ahead and get a cigarette all it up as well now, should I? This video is not just titled Drinking at 8 a.m. on a Thursday morning. It's titled A Day Drinking and Smoking Cigarettes at 8 a.m. on a Thursday morning, or something along those lines. I'll figure it out. But I gotta actually smoke a cigarette to make sure that this video is not actually clickbait and whatnot. So, what do I want to smoke first? Do I want to have a Traffic Red first? Do I want to have a Fortuna Blue 100 first? Or do I want to have a Nanjing Zhuan Hemin first? I'm kind of thinking I want to start off strong with the Nanjing Zhuan Hemin. They're good cigarettes. They're from China, from the Chinese market. They're very unique looking cigarettes. Why not start off strong and have one of those first? So yeah, I think I'm gonna have one of these first, and I think I'm gonna start off strong. So let's go and get this pack all opened up just like that. Let's go ahead and now get one of these cigarettes all out. And now let's go ahead and get my lighter out of my pocket as well, if I possibly can. And bug flying around me. I've noticed there's something on my hand. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this cigarette all lit up, and let's go ahead and get to smoking my first cigarette of the video, and actually my second cigarette of the day. I've only had one cigarette so far today, although actually I have had more than one cigarette today, technically speaking. Like, since I ate breakfast, I've only had one cigarette. And so that's kind of what I'm considering today. Like, my day resets when I eat breakfast. But I did have a cigarette at like 12:30, 2 a.m., 4 a.m. And then I ate breakfast at like 6:30. And then I had a cigarette right after that at around about 7. So this isn't really my second cigarette of the day, but yeah, it also at the same time kind of is. This is my second cigarette of the day, let me just put it that way, kind of thing. I did stay up all night, as previously said. I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule right now. I've been waking up way too late these days, so I'm staying up all day today to try to go to bed early. I'm really not making my situation any better, frankly put, but I'm getting sidetracked. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get my definite second cigarette of the day all lit up, and let's go and get my first cigarette of the video, smoking and actually get to day drinking and smoking cigarettes rather than just day drinking, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? right off the bat, this cigarette has a sort of smoky, citrusy, floral taste to it. And it's a taste that does combine together, not badly, with the Corona hard seltzer, I definitely have to say. Definitely combines together a little bit better than not. That strawberry aftertaste from the Corona hard seltzer is definitely sticking in my mouth a little bit more so than not. And it is actually quite pleasant with the sort of smoky floral flavor that's coming from the Nanjing Zhuan Hemin, which is honestly surprising. There's a little bit of a citrusy taste in there as well, but the citrusy tastes are really melding together. They're not biting at each other either by any means kind of thing, but really the smoky floral taste is really what's combining together really well with the strawberry, which is actually really surprising, frankly put. I was not expecting that. Ooh. And right off the bat, definitely starting to feel a little bit of a cigarette buzz. I've also drank probably about a fifth of this so far as well. Took a couple sips just then. So I'm thinking I've got a little bit of an alcohol buzz going as well. Maybe, not exactly sure. This chair I'm sitting in though, it's just like a metal chair that kind of swings back and forth just a little bit. It is so comfy though. It is so good. And it's such a nice day out here today. I am like never up. I am not a morning person. This is the happiest I have ever been seen in the morning, frankly put. I am not a morning person one bit. The only reason I'm as cheerful as I am this morning is because I never went to bed, frankly put. But it's so nice to be up early. Like, it's currently 7:57. It's not quite 8 o'clock yet, but most of this video is going to be happening during 8 o'clock, so I said 8 o'clock for the title. But it's beautiful. Like, I went out and had a cigarette at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, as said, and I could just see the sun rising on the horizon and everything like that kind of thing, and I was like, wow, that's beautiful. I had my cigarette after breakfast, nice and cool outside. Like, it's supposed to be like 88 degrees, but it felt amazing outside when I went and had my first cigarette of the day, and it still feels amazing right now. Like, I'm wearing pants right now. I'm wearing pants. And it's like supposed to be 88 degrees out here right now, but I'm actually most comfortable in pants, which is wild. But no, it's not 88 degrees out here right now because it's like 8 a.m. kind of thing. It's probably, I think if I remember correctly, like 60, almost 70 degrees right now. It feels fantastic. There's only a very light breeze. The sun, it's on the other side of the wall, or the other side of the building I'm sitting next to right now. So I ain't got no sun on my face or anything like that, but it's still bright enough. Oh man, it's a great day. It's a great day. I was feeling tired at like the normal time I go to bed, like 3:34, which is really bad. I really should not be going to bed at like 3:34, but that's just somehow I ended up going to bed at 3:34 one day, and then I just never broke the habit. But I was like really tired around like 3:34, but I pushed through. And honestly, since that point, I've been feeling tired, but at the same time, not sleepy at all. Been feeling great, frankly put. I'm honestly just impressed. I was thinking I was gonna need caffeine to get through the night. No caffeine, no caffeine. Just cigarettes. I'm not joking about that actually, just cigarettes. Excuse me. Hello. Good times. So I think my plan today is just kind of have a chill day. I don't really have anything going on. If I had stuff going on, I wouldn't have tried to stay up all night. And if I had stuff going on, I also wouldn't be day drinking this early in the morning. Although, yeah, you can't really, well, I usually start day drinking around like 2 p.m. minimum. That's usually when I start day drinking. But at the same time, can't really say it's day drinking if you don't start in the morning, right? But ain't got nothing going on today. I think my plan today is to just pretty much have a chill day, hang out, be productive, get stuff done around the house, clean up, stuff like that kind of thing. And of course make this video as well. Enjoy my drink, enjoy my smokes. Maybe enjoy some pipe and a little bit of a cigar later as well. But I think I'm gonna try to go to bed. And that was all there was to my first cigarette. I think I'm probably gonna try to go to bed around like 9 or 10 tonight. And that's gonna be my goal. Because if I go to bed like 9 or 10, then I'm waking up like 8 hours from 10. I generally sleep like 8 to 9 hours. So probably a little bit more actually, just because I did stay up all night. So I'm gonna probably try to go to bed at 9. It's like 13 hours from now. It's gonna be good times. I actually haven't stayed up all night in like a long time, frankly put. It's probably been, wow, I'm trying to think of the last time I stayed up all night. It's been over 5 years. I've stayed up almost all night within the last 5 years, but I did sleep. I'm trying to think. Oh man, it's probably been even over 5 years. The last time I stayed up all night was literally middle school. Yeah, I think it was literally middle school. That's wild. It's been so nice to stay up all night though. I feel like I have so much time on my hands, it's amazing. Like I'm like, bro, why do I need to sleep? I have so much time on my hands if I don't sleep. I can be so productive. I can watch so much more TV. I can smoke so many more cigarettes. I can drink so much more alcohol if I just don't sleep. Big brain. Sacrifice sleep to smoke more cigarettes. Sacrifice sleep to drink more alcohol. Big brain stuff, y'all. Big brain stuff. Big Brian stuff, if I do say so myself. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get another cigarette all lit up though. The Nanjing Juan Hemin, it was really good. It combined taste-wise with the Corona hard seltzer very well, if I do say so myself. But I'm wanting a little bit of a buzz, so I'm gonna have one of my Traffic Red full-flavored cigarettes. I do think so. Let's go and get this pack of cigarettes all opened up. Let's go ahead and get one of the cigarettes out of my pack, and let's go and grab my pink. Let's go and grab my pink Arizona branded lighter. That was actually given to me by one of y'all. Really do appreciate it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this cigarette all lit up and just go and get back to smoking and get a little bit of a buzz, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir, yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of a bug flying around my head. That's okay. Just looking over the backyard. Beautiful nature. It's massively overgrown. There's a reason I'm not showing it to y'all, frankly put. There's a reason I'm pointed this way. Not only because of the lighting this way is better than that way as well, but it's massively overgrown. It's a mess, but it's beautiful nature. Some people might even call it a habitat. There's some word for like, just like when you let your lawn grow and you let it become a habitat for stuff, but I don't know what that word is, so the best word I have is habitat. But not intentional habitat. Just never really got around to ever messing with it, ever. I tend to, besides the essentials every day, like smoking and drinking, and stuff like that kind of thing, I tend to put a lot of stuff off. I am a little bit of a procrastinator, I will admit. Except for the essentials. I get the essentials done. But then once I'm done with the essentials, I'm like, I don't want to do anything else. So I just kind of chill out. Smoke cigarettes, smoke a cigar, something like that kind of thing. And, well, every single time I think about doing something about the yard, I'm like, you know, I'd much rather just smoke a cigarette or smoke a cigar instead. And so that's what I end up doing. It's completely overgrown now, but that's okay. That's okay. It's beautiful nature. Beautiful nature. There's a silver lining to everything. Yeah, actually not everything. There's not a silver lining to everything. There's a silver lining to a good amount of things, not everything. That was the wrong way of putting it. I was trying to come off like there was some deep statement there. There was not. There was not. That carbonation is kicking the back of my throat. Dang. It's good though. I really like this drink. It's probably, out of all the hard seltzers I've had as of late, it's probably the one I enjoy the most. I had a I'm trying to remember the name. Of one of the hard seltzers I had recently. I had a hard seltzer I bought at Walmart. It was like Big Papa hard seltzer, something like that kind of thing. And it was just like fruit punch flavored. I can't remember what the actual brand name was. It's something like Big Dad or Big Papa or something like that kind of thing. I can't remember. But I had that. I only got like 3 grams of sugar in it. I try unless it's like a hard cider or something like that, I try to cut down on the sugar when it comes to alcohol. That drink just tasted like straight carbonated water, in all honesty. And don't get me wrong, the Corona hard seltzer definitely does have that sort of carbonated water feeling to it too. But it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more than just like flavored carbonated water, for sure. As a whole though, right now, excuse me, I'm feeling pretty buzzed. Not only from the cigarette, but also from the alcohol. I'd have to say, I'm probably about halfway through my tall boy right now. So I certainly cannot complain. This is a 4.5%. I should have probably mentioned that, but 4.5% as we can see. So, not really doing too much to me, but I'm sure once I hit the end, it's going to be doing something to me. So I can't complain. But I'm definitely feeling a little bit of a buzz, for sure. Feeling good right now. Enjoying myself. And I'm glad I went with the Corona hard seltzer today. Instead of something with either more sugar in it or more alcohol in it. Something like that kind of thing. I do want to be a little bit productive today, even though I did stay up all night. I'm a little bit scared though, that once the alcohol starts wearing out, once the alcohol starts wearing off, I'm a little bit scared that once that starts happening, that all of the sleep deprivation is going to hit me at once. I'm a little bit scared of that, but I'm going to push through. Not going to let it get to me, you know what I'm saying? As a whole, this cigarette, it's not really combining with the flavor of the Corona hard seltzer particularly well. It's not a bad combination. Just not, they're not really matching each other's, they're just not really matching each other's taste very well, frankly put. And the Traffic Red full flavored cigarette, I mean, like, it's a budget cigarette. It's pretty mid in my personal opinion. It's not horrible, but it's definitely not the best budget cigarette out there, but not bad enough to not smoke by any means. I wouldn't buy another pack again. But not bad enough to not smoke. I'll smoke them. And I got a pack, so I might as well smoke them. I'm definitely feeling a little bit buzzed from this cigarette, though. And that was about the last hit that I wanted. Could have taken another hit, but I didn't really feel like having any thick paper or nothing like that kind of thing in that last hit. Well, like lots of chemical taste, lots of tar taste. I'm okay. But, yeah, it started hitting. I'm definitely feeling buzzed right now. I'm feeling good. I think the next cigarette I have is going to be one of my Fortuna Blue 100 cigarettes. A little bit of a light cigarette, definitely not a full flavored, although it is a little bit more strong than not, I will acknowledge. It's somewhat more of a medium cigarette than really a true light cigarette. It's definitely a little bit heavier than something like, let's say, Marlboro Light. It's more on the level of like a Camel Blue, if you ask me. Trying to think. I think the last time I stayed up all night, yeah, I think it was middle school. And I think it was a friend's birthday party at that time. I think it was a friend's birthday party. And I think literally stayed up all night playing Battlefield. Yeah, it was a good time. I'm like, I can't complain. Stay up all night playing video games. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm all for that. They end up like stayed up all night playing like Battlefield. Can't complain. Yeah. I think that was literally the last time I stayed up all night without sleeping. And then I distinctly remember, the thing I distinctly remember about that entire experience is getting picked up by one of my parents afterwards from the party. And then going to go drop some stuff off at the thrift shop and falling asleep in the car at the thrift shop and waking up like 20 minutes later. And then I think I just went home and slept. Yeah. It's crazy though. I haven't even been up for 24 hours yet. Like, I stayed up all night, but I haven't been up for 24 hours yet. Like, it's currently 8:11 right now. But yesterday I woke up at like 12. So I've only been up for 18 hours, which is pretty wild. I haven't even been up for that long. 18 hours? No, 20 hours. 20 hours. Yeah, I've only been up for 20 hours. I don't think I've ever stayed up for longer than like 24 hours on end, though. This, today's gonna be a first, possibly. I don't know, I might be misremembering. I might have actually stayed for longer than 24 hours before, but I'm sure I might have. I'm not sure. But, there's a bee. There's like a honeysuckle bush in the yard and bees flying around grabbing some nectar off the honeysuckle. I'm getting distracted though. But, good times. Good times. It's definitely nice to switch it up. Definitely nice to switch it up. Stay up late. Stay up all day or all night, to put it precisely, to put it correctly. Can't complain. And this chair, I'm like, it's just straight metal. As you guys can see, it's just straight metal, but it is very comfy. It's a very comfy chair. I like it. It's a good chair. It's a used new to me patio set. It's great. I like it. It's good stuff. The alcohol is definitely kicking though. It's definitely kicking. I'm feeling buzzed. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, to say the least. I've only had 2 cigarettes today though. I'm thinking I'm gonna need another. Y'all. So I think I'm gonna get another one all lit up in just a minute. Yeah, I think I might just have to do that, frankly put. Didn't show y'all, but I got one of my Fortuna Blue 100 cigarettes out of the pack. And now that I've got it on my hand, I do suppose without further ado, I should probably go ahead and get it all lit up and go ahead and, well, actually get back to smoking and get a little bit more of a buzz, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Wow. Just feeling how much of my drink I have left. I think I have, just looking inside, I think I have enough left. Not exactly sure. I think I have enough left for this cigarette and then one more after that. Yeah. And I think I'm gonna try grabbing myself a little bit of a screenshot real quick. Can't be forgetting to do that. Well, hopefully that will do as a screenshot. We will find out. As a whole right now, I am feeling, frankly put, a little bit more buzzed than not. I'm having a good time. And I'm feeling a little bit more buzzed than not only from the cigarettes that I've smoked today, but also from the alcohol. I'm feeling good. The Corona hard seltzer might only have 4.5% for a lightweight like me. Like, I'm much more of a lightweight than not. I have nothing wrong with being a lightweight. It means I got to spend less to get the same buzz as people who have a tolerance to alcohol. Although I say that, and I am not a lightweight when it comes to nicotine. Although at the same time, I do still get buzz. But a little bit of lightweight, so definitely getting a little bit more of an alcohol buzz than not right now. Enjoying myself, certainly having a good time. This drink would pair really well with like a straight Virginia blend cigarette. Like, I don't think any of the cigarettes I have with me today are like a straight Virginia blend. Or like, I don't think any of them are like a straight citrusy Virginia blend. Like the Nanjing Zhuan Hemmings are the closest. Like this pack right here is the closest I've got, but not quite. Close, but not quite. Excuse me. Oof. That carbonation really do be hitting. It's not even the alcohol, it's just the carbonation. Good times. I'm feeling buzzed though. I am feeling actually really buzzed now. The alcohol is starting to really kick. I've got a very nice head buzz going from the alcohol. Very nice sort of like energetic alcohol buzz, like energetic yet tiring. I'm like, alcohol is both is alcohol a stimulant or a depressant? Like nicotine is both a stimulant and a depressant at the same time, but is alcohol both a stimulant and a depressant? I'm not sure, but I can definitely say I'm feeling both energetic and relaxed and calm at the same time. And I think that's mainly the nicotine speaking, whereas I'm also feeling that alcohol buzz as well. That is just very relaxing, is just very tiring. And I'm just feeling very buzzed as a whole. Yeah. I gotta admit, there really ain't much that hits harder than cigarettes with alcohol. And this experience certainly is hitting hard today. I've heard that the reason why nicotine is, well, maybe not the entire reason, but I've heard part of the reason why nicotine is so addictive is because it is both a stimulant and a depressant at the same time, which apparently is uncommon for drugs. Apparently most drugs are either stimulants or depressants, and there's really not a lot of in between, but nicotine is that in between, which is part of the reason why it is so addictive. And that is part of the reason why I love it as well. It's both very relaxing and very energizing at the same time, and depending on the tobacco product you use, it could be also very just relaxing, like you kind of want to chill out and just do nothing. Or like if you're using like Doka, for example, which is like super strong. I should have totally actually brought some out with me today. I actually don't. I have some in my room, but I didn't bring any out with me today. But I'm gonna have to have some for the next day drinking session, I'm thinking. But what was I gonna say? I really like the whole stimulant and depressant thing though from nicotine. It's good. I like my addiction. What can I say? I enjoy my cigarettes. I enjoy my tobacco products. I love the taste. I love smoking them, and I enjoy the feeling they give me. And I enjoy my alcohol as well, although not as much as I enjoy my cigarettes. But when combined, they are great. think that's all I had to this cigarette. Let me go ahead and stub that out. Put that in my ashtray. Shove it in the pile, make it go out. Excuse me. I'm feeling buzzed though. Wow. I gotta take a breather, y'all. I do gotta take a little bit of breather. It is hitting hard. Like, it's very interesting right now. Everything is very much like in focus, yet not at the same time. Like, I can definitely tell like everything is in focus due to the nicotine buzz, but everything is kind of out of focus due to the alcohol. I'm a lightweight when it comes to alcohol, but like right now I'm like looking at the scenery around me and I'm not seeing double by any means. But it's just everything is kind of unfocused, yet focused at the same time. It's good. It's good. It's times like this that make me want to have another cigarette. I don't know if that was really that funny. I don't think it was. Got some more of my drink left though. There's 710 milliliters, 24 fluid ounces of 4.5 alcohol per volume goodness. And it is goodness. I like the fact that there's not a lot of sugar in this. Like, I think when compared to like Stella Artois hard cider, which is what I drink a lot of times when I'm smoking a drink, because it just pairs so well with drinks, or it just pairs so well with cigarettes. But I think when compared to that stuff, I think this stuff literally has like 20 less milligrams of nicotine or something, or not nicotine, sorry, of sugar, or something like that kind of thing, which is had a bug land on me. That's okay. It is what it is. I'm not too worried about it. But I wasn't expecting that. I really want... Excuse me. Now that I've mentioned it, I mentioned it a couple minutes ago, I want some Doka now. I'm not going to have any right now. I'm not going to go back inside. I'm going to finish off my drink and I'm just going to enjoy my cigarettes. So I'll have some Doka later. I also really want to enjoy a cigar right now, and I also really want to enjoy some pipe tobacco right now. I also really want another cigarette. I'm going to have another cigarette in a minute. I just want some more nicotine. Let me just put it that way. I just want some more nicotine. Excuse me. A little bit of breeze coming through. Not really hitting me, surprisingly. Just kind of hitting everywhere else but me. Not really feeling much of a breeze right now, which is interesting. Not gonna complain though. It means it's easier to light up my cigarettes. I don't know what that was. It ain't trash day. Based off the engine note, I'm thinking school bus. Definitely school bus. Just based off the engine note. I don't know what kind of school bus. Definitely diesel, for sure. With air brakes. Probably. But definitely air brakes. Definitely not a short bus then. Or a small bus. Definitely a full-size bus. V10 diesel? Well, a lot of school buses in the United States do use V10 diesels. But they've also moved to inline sixes. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the engine note between inline 6 and V10. I feel like it comes off more like a V10. I don't know. I don't know enough about engines used in school buses to really be able to tell, in all honesty. But I feel like that was a V10 diesel. Probably naturally aspirated. I doubt there's any turbo, but maybe there was. There might have been. I don't remember if I heard a turbo squeal or not. I feel like it might have been naturally aspirated. Either way, V10 diesel, badass. Badass. But oh man, I just realized I've only got like a sip or two left. I gotta get another cigarette all lit up because I want another smoke. So, what do I want? I'm thinking I'm gonna go for one of my Nanjing Zhuan Hemmings. I'm gonna finish off the video with the cigarette I started this video with. So let's go ahead and get this pack all opened up. And let's go ahead and get back to smoking and finish off my drink while I'm smoking. And then after that, it's gonna be the video right there. And I can't believe me, I forgot to say, yes sir, you know what I'm saying, I can't not believe me, y'all. Cannot believe me. I am ashamed. Just kidding, I'm really not, but I'm ashamed. And one thing interesting about the Nanjing Zhuan is that the filter is sweetened just a little bit. Very lightly. This only really comes across in the first couple hits, but it is very lightly sweetened, which is something I do like. Thought I got a little bit of smoke in my eye, but no, I'm just buzzed. I'm actually feeling a little bit too buzzed now. I'm actually gonna have to take a breather. Wow, that just woke me right up. Wow, ow, wow, yeah. I'm feeling a little bit too buzzed now. Wow, yeah. Feeling good. Feeling buzzed though. Very much both from the alcohol and the cigarettes. I was just looking at the bottom of this pack and I didn't realize that it had numbers printed in the bottom of this pack. I was like, wait, what? KM283. I don't know what that means, but it means something, I'm sure. Excuse me. Got the burps. From the carbonation, cannot complain. The Corona hard seltzer limonada, strawberry flavor. What's the rating I would give it? What's the rating I would give this alcoholic beverage right here? I'm thinking a solid. You know, would I buy it again? Probably, yeah. It's definitely better than White Claw. Like White Claw is like a solid 1 out of 4. I hate White Claw. I drank it in college. It was the only thing I had when I was underage. It was the only thing I could get my hands on. Let me put it that way. I hate White Claw though. It's disgusting. I'm like, no beef if it's your thing kind of thing. I just don't like White Claw. This is definitely better than White Claw for sure. How much better than White Claw is it actually? Well, it's definitely better than that like Big Papa drink I had. I'm gonna say it's probably like a solid low 3 out of 4. Solid low 3 out of 4. Something I'd buy again, but there's definitely better things out there and definitely other 3 out of 4s I'd much rather buy. Man, AC unit just turned off. It's so quiet now. I say as there's now a car driving by. I think that was all I had to my alcoholic beverage today. Got a little bit of water on my chin, just from the carbonation, or like the carbonation, the condensation, from the condensation on the can dripping onto me. Got a little bit more of my stogie left. Yeah, I got some smoke in my eye. Wow, it is hitting though. It is hitting. It is some good stuff. I'm enjoying it. Excuse me. Well, I can say for sure, even though it's 4.5%, since this is a tall boy, it is hitting hard. It is hitting good. I am enjoying it. And I could say the cigarettes I've smoked today are hitting hard or hitting good as well. Can't complain. Excuse me. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the cigarette out. Don't got really too much to it, or too much left to it. And I think that was all there was to the video. I finished off my drink, finished off my last cigarette. That's been me day drinking and smoking cigarettes at 8 a.m. on a Thursday morning. It's currently 8:32. Currently 8:32. Started this video at like 7:45, not quite 8 o'clock, but almost 8 o'clock. But yeah, no, this was a good time. Would I have this experience again? 100%. Day drinking and smoking cigarettes at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's a good time. It's a good time, frankly put. I really enjoyed this experience. This is a good time. And I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. I'm feeling buzzed right now. I'm feeling great right now. I'm not only feeling buzzed from the nicotine, but I'm also feeling very buzzed from the alcohol. I'm a lightweight, as I'm sure is obvious by the fact that I'm getting buzzed from a 4.5 alcoholic beverage. But I'm granted a tall boy, but still 4.5%. But I ain't got no beef with being a lightweight. That's a good thing if you ask me. But I was about to say. This is a good time, though. I would have this experience again. Solid 4 out of 4 experience, frankly put. The Corona hard seltzer, limonada strawberry, you know, low 3 out of 4 rating-wise for that. All the cigarettes I had today, the Nanjing Zhuan Hemin, solid like 3 out of 4. Fortuna, solid 3 out of 4. These are solid 2 out of 4. But, you know, overall a much better experience than not. Definitely a much more enjoyable experience than not. And I've had a great time today. Day drinking and smoking cigarettes at 8 a.m. in the morning, whether it be a Thursday or not, is a great time, and I've had a great time today, and I certainly hope you guys have had a great time watching as well. I'm buzzed, feeling good. Y'all are buzzed and feeling good. I certainly hope y'all are enjoying your buzz and are feeling good and everything like that kind of thing. I think that's all I had to say, though. Well, I think I'm going to go end this video right here. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. Certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. You guys have enjoyed watching this video. Of course, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I've got my Instagram, my book, my merch, my book. For my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box, and my second channel, all in the description down below. Go check it all out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, y'all. Till the next one, stay safe and peace and have a great one. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying.